Alright, this is the history of Mortal Kombat uploaded by Neo Gamer. Go and subscribe to them if you want to. I always hated that. I always hated that tune. Whenever I hear that Mortal Kombat, it reminds me of that tune. I always hated that tune. Sorry if that pisses people off because they love it, but I hate it.
In 1992, Mortal Kombat changed the world of video gaming forever. The use of digitized actors, compelling characters, and gruesome graphic effects.
You're not a man of culture. I am a man of culture. I love Mortal Kombat to the death of me. I love the game. But that's the one thing I hate about it. Like, you know when people would go on YouTube, when YouTube first come out, people would play that tune just so they could relate to you and think that, oh yeah, this tune's sick. Like, I hated it. I hated it because it got rinsed, bruv.
All helped to create a phenomena that took arcades by storm.
A lot of people don't realize that the game was originally meant to be, you know, a quick project. I think if Mortal Kombat did not have any blood in it, it probably wouldn't have had the kind of success it did.
Fatality. Seeing people's first reaction of Mortal Kombat 1 in the arcades was pretty intense. You know, their reaction was just so over the top that, you know, they couldn't believe what they were seeing.
You gotta remember, this was like the worst thing you could ever see in the world at those times. And I can't remember when it was released. Let's say it was released 1994. I said 1992 earlier, but let's say it was released in 1994. Everybody had imagination and like wasn't desensitized to something that they've seen on Twitter or Instagram. Blood meant something, and even though it's just a shade of red on a video game, back then people actually believed it was blood. It was crazy.
Raiden wins. Come here! Excellent. Scorpion wins.
Mortal Kombat 1 exceeded everybody's expectations. I don't think anybody was expecting it to be, you know, to become as big as it did.
There is no question of the impact more.
Who was ever in the school playground pretending they were scorpions saying, "Get over here," and actually thinking that the thing might come out their arm? Pause. Just because they believed it.
Mortal Kombat has had on gamers around the world.
Did I play it on release date? I was 4. So there was no way. There was no way. I had Mortal Kombat Trilogy when I was about 7. I think that was the earliest.
Fight.
I love playing Mortal Kombat.
In 1993, Mortal Kombat 2 was unleashed upon a sea of bloodthirsty fans. More characters, more moves, more blood.
The biggest...
Hey, Mortal Kombat, the actual game though, other than that theme, actually had rhythms. Challenge
was probably just the amount of content that we had to generate. You know, before, everything that won Mortal Kombat 1.
Imagine the brother in the studio making that, bruv. With the snares just slapping the way that they do. Oh my days.
We wanted to double. All the fans of the first game had high expectations for the second one. The merchandising was when we really kind of realized just how big the game had become. You know, it became a lot more than a game. The fatalities and the friendships were kind of poking fun at that whole controversy that came about.
I also kind of feel like Mortal Kombat music is the reason why I love grime music. It sounds so similar to grime. Oh, bro.
Wow. Johnny Cage. Reptile.
You know, all eyes were on us, whereas before we kind of snuck up on everybody.
But the fans would still not be satisfied. 1995 saw the release of Mortal Kombat 3 with a diverse cast of characters, crisp graphics, and an intricate combo system.
Reality's boring. Nobody wants to pay for reality. We take everything beyond reality to the point where it's, you know, the only way to do this is through our video.
But Ed, you thought like this back then, but you don't think like that now. because Mortal Kombat 1, of course it had fatalities and stuff like that, but you made the gameplay more realistic than ever. And that's what sucked about it for me. Like, I couldn't get into that game because the game was too realistic. It wasn't Mortal Kombat to me.
It was around this time that Hollywood smelled box office potential in the franchise.
Yeah.
We were very happy with the first film. You know, we had seen it throughout its entire production. It turned out to be a really, really fun film. It's easy to come up with the ideas, you know. Anybody can come up with ideas for games and stuff, but it's to actually convert something from an idea in your head into reality, into something that is a sellable product. That's where the challenge is.
Mortal Kombat was unstoppable.
The worst thing is they didn't miss. Every character made sense and impacted the universe of Mortal Kombat. I don't think when I look back at a character back from the Mortal Kombat 1 to 3 days, there's one that feels odd to the whole scenario. I think when it got to 4, it started being a bit weird. And then when it got to the 3D games, yeah, definitely. There was some odd characters in there that just didn't need to be there. Jarek. Talk of the
It
devil.
was fun playing constantly.
Mortal Kombat 4 is the mother of all fighting games.
New technology made for broad advances in video games, and Mortal Kombat took full advantage. In 1998, Kombat, now in 3D, took on a whole new dimension.
The Mortal Kombat 4 Road Tour is something that's never been done before in the video game world.
I remember these big trucks driving around with Mortal Kombat 4 logo on them.
MK4's release was again marked by controversy.
And a new arcade game is causing quite a sensation.
Mortal Kombat 4. A new Mortal Kombat hits a new level of violence.
Meet Mortal Kombat 4, the latest horror in violent video games for your kids.
We took a look at games like this one, but are they just games, or could they have long-term effects on violent behavior in our society?
It definitely wasn't the only game with that kind of violence and blood. There were games that actually surpassed it. It was just the only game that really was, you know, hugely popular and had the violence and blood.
In 1997, Hollywood produced a second feature film.
The thing that really astounds us is that
I need to watch
this
this movie
one
again.
arcade game that we made in 1992 has managed to spawn off all these different forms of media.
MK4 would be the last version of Mortal Kombat to be released in arcades, and fans eagerly awaited the series' next chapter on home systems.
Fatality looks so sweet.
The fact that it sold in the millions was really kind of like a, you know, a bit of an attestament to it. I guess it's staying power, I suppose.
Feeding off
Okay, that's another tune that slapped. That tune, all right, we'll give it.
the power of next-generation systems, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance brings the franchise home and expands its mythology.
This is easily the biggest production of all the Mortal Kombat games. You could take, you know, take the work of 3 of the previous games, put them together, and you have about what it took to make this game.
I'm sure at that point, when Mortal Kombat Deception came out, it was groundbreaking. If you play it now, it plays like absolute doggy duke. It plays terribly. Even when I used to go back and do the videos, like who the flip is this character videos, I would literally want to play for what I wanted to get the footage for, and then never play the game again. That game, I don't understand how anybody enjoyed it back in the day. Like, I don't know. Anybody who enjoyed it back in the day, please put in the comments why you enjoyed it, what was fun about it, because yeah, I didn't see it.
We really wanted to make sure the martial arts was authentic in Deadly Alliance.
I'm really excited about the look of Deadly Alliance. It has a great fantasy look, but still realistic at the same time.
And this game we can make things look a little more real with the clavicles and neck bones that we didn't used to have in Mortal Kombat 4.
Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance debuted in Los Angeles at E3 2002, complete with a live show by Adema, performing their original song Immortal.
Okay. Copyright strikes. Wait, one sec. La 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 la. Okay, wait, we're good.
Now, waiting to be unleashed, Mortal Kombat Deception will deliver more of the carnage fans crave in 2004.
2 years ago, I was asked what the future of Mortal Kombat was. And at the time, I don't think I really was sure what Deception was going to be.
Mortal Kombat Deception is by far...
My opinion on Deception is very similar to Deadly Alliance. Did I say Deception before? It's very similar to Deadly Alliance. It plays like crap. I don't know what them man were on back then. I love the fact that they did that world very well and extended the story from, you know, Mortal Kombat 3 and 4, but outside of that, man,
the most ambitious Mortal Kombat we've ever done.
Yeah, Ed had a master plan that, you know, okay, this is what we're gonna do, guys. Laid it all out.
Mortal Kombat Deception is probably different in what we are defining this game to be. Our goal was to really do something unexpected, and that's really along the lines of...
Oh yeah, chess combat, that was the only thing this game was good for. It had Mortal Kombat Mario Kart. It had puzzle combat, which was like Puyo Puyo. I was playing that the other day. I enjoyed that. And you got Conquest. I think that was the only thing that was good for. The actual main sort of fighting in the game, terrible. But outside of that, yeah.
Of these different gameplay modes.
In Deception, I'm most excited about how many old characters we're bringing back. We're bringing back characters that people have been asking for quite a while now. But I think all the characters actually look better than ever. We learned a lot in DA.
But I think I think
the only thing that would have made these games better if it had a juggle system like Tekken. If you were able to extend combos and do some madness with that and maybe some sort of super art, it would be sick. If they ever would re-release them and put them in like 4K and whatever, please add a juggle system, man. That would be so sick.
The cool difference is the online experience. The online thing brings back the arcade feel. This time you're playing against a real human being. I was part of the first Mortal Kombat 1, and back then there was just 4 of us. You know, it was 4 people that made Mortal Kombat 1 in less than a year.
Now the team is just mammoth. It's necessary. Everybody on the team is needed.
People have no idea how much effort goes into creating a video game in this day and age.
The game now is so much deeper than, you know, back then.
This game is about a bunch of guys beating each other up, and magic and monsters, you know, and fun.
And that must have been a sick character.
I think Deception is a good indication of what we're going to be doing with Mortal Kombat in the future. You know, it's kind of like the first step in many of expanding what Mortal Kombat means.
Over the last decade, Mortal Kombat has become a legend in the arena.
You're lying, bro, because there's not been anything like Puzzle Combat, like Mortal Kombat Chess and Mario Kart since, bro. You're lying, Ed. Stop lying.
Of fighting games that will be here for years to come.
The future for Mortal Kombat? I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Shut up, Ed. Shut up. All right, that was the history of Mortal Kombat. That was released in 2004. W video. You're a liar, Ed. Stop lying. Even though we're friends and you retweeted my stuff on Twitter. Join the Discord.